What is Al-Anon all about? And what is its relationship to law enforcement professionals? Who we are. We're members of the Al-Anon family groups, AFG, of Wisconsin and Upper Peninsula of Michigan. We are here to present information about Al-Anon and what it has to offer to the people in your community. Here's what I will be sharing with you today. Anonymity is an essential principle in the Al-Anon program, meaning who and what is said there stays there. So it's a safe place and there's no gossip. As we know, drinking in Wisconsin is a problem. A few examples of problematic behaviors are driving under the influence, violence while under the influence, and auto fatalities. Also, there are bar fights, domestic and child abuse, along with other repercussions of the prevalence and intensity of the drinking in Wisconsin and the UP of Michigan. Only 10% get help for their drinking problem, as seen by repeat arrests for DUI, even after having their driving license revoked, along with many other examples. For every person who has a drinking problem, at least 4 other lives are affected. Current estimates are as high as 10. The majority of people affected by someone else's drinking do not know that help exists for them. Law enforcement professionals often come into contact with not only the drinkers, but those people around them. Statistics show that people in a variety of relationships with a drinker are affected in some way by the drinking. It covers all demographics. No one is exempt. Often, when drugs are involved, somewhere there is use of alcohol as well. People affected by someone's drug use can also find help in Al-Anon. So what are the effects on those in relationship with an excessive drinker, and where can they be found? Absolutely everywhere around us in our communities. Here is what a police officer we interviewed had to say about where he routinely saw people affected by someone else's drinking. Drunk driving or drunk vehicle crashes, especially where innocent, sober people are killed or injured. Sober, responsible adults need to pick up their drunk drivers at the police department at all hours of the day and night. Underage drinking parties where parents are supporting the drinking. Sexual assaults after someone has drank too much or has a drug slipped into their drink. Disorderly subjects from all walks of life who are arrested or not arrested while other sober people or family members watch and or are victimized. Domestic violence incidents where sober spouse or children are affected. Sometimes both spouses are drunk and the children are bewildered. Emergency detention centers where the suicidal person is drunk and the rest of the family cannot stop the behavior. According to the latest Al-Anon member survey, there's strong evidence to show that abuse is more prevalent when someone has been drinking. The officer said he is also seeing teens run away to get out of a family with addiction. Teen affected by family members or parents of alcoholic teens who get poor grades, leading to dropout, poor life choices, and possibly low career results. Al-Anon has a single purpose. Because we have all been in relationships and have experienced those emotions and sometimes the abuse, it helps members feel less shame, more likely to reach out, and more hope for improvement of the situation. Here's some basic information about Al-Anon. We are worldwide to provide support to families and friends of drinkers based on the 12 steps of AA that can provide spiritual support. We are Al-Anon. The big question from newcomers or people unfamiliar with Al-Anon, does it work? It has been proven that the stress of living and dealing with a problem drinker have a variety of physical effects on people in relationship with excessive drinkers. As reported by the member survey, attending Al-Anon results in a decrease in those physical problems. After attending Al-Anon meetings, members report improved well-being across the board in their daily life and emotional state. Why do people come to Al-Anon? The last two statements were results of a 2015 member survey. People reported improvement in spiritual quality of life and improved physical and mental health as well. So what can law enforcement officers do to help the families and friends of problem drinkers? Learn about Al-Anon. Often, when there is a call about violence, abuse, or driving under the influence, there are affected people present. Officers are there in the middle of all the chaos dealing with the user and families. Officers are on the front line. Today, we will leave some informational papers about Al-Anon that can be left with those affected by the drinker. Here are some resources if you have questions about Al-Anon as a whole or Al-Anon in your area. There are group meetings in many communities that you serve. Thank you for your participation.